Hi there, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. Welcome, welcome. We're here for you, dear Cancer. This is your March 2020 full moon. Actually, is it the full moon? It's a new moon. New moon in Aries. All right. Okay. It was a full moon in Aries. Oh my goodness. This is a different. We're working with a different wildebeest there at that point in time, right? Full moon is like the highest peak of energy flow. New moon is the sort of setting in, right? The settlement period of the moon cycle, the lowest point of energy flow. So not to say that it's not important or that it doesn't shed light on as well certain aspects also of your character. Take it as you will. In fact, new moon is a wonderful time to sort of introspect and reflect. The first card on the face of the stack is a Chariot. This is your own card in the Major Arcana, dear Cancer. I'm hearing we believe. We believe there's something that we believe we belong to. I'm hearing the space of, I'm hearing that as well. For number, it could be an industry that you feel guided to, called to take on, and quite seriously. Two of Swords, I'm hearing, especially at this time. Two of Swords are bright, Daughter of Pentacles are bright. Now, always use your personal intuition. Now, this is a general reading, right? And it is speaking on behalf of, in relation to the archetype of Cancer. However, it can also speak to what may be happening in your midst. Let's say that you're watching this for yourself. If you've got a lot of Cancer in your chart, it could be speaking also to what might be coming through as a focus around this time. It may not be your own energy. It may not be directly your own energy. It could be, let's say, someone you're working with, someone that you're involved with, so on and so forth. Again, or even someone in your midst. So let's get on with it. Always interpret it as you do, and let's see what's at play. For a number of you, right off that, I'm hearing it in this way. I'm hearing no air. What's that song? Is it by Jordan Sparks? Like, for a number of you, I'm hearing as well, like you make some sort of discovery, and it's a realization. It has to do, as I'm getting it here for a number of you, with by the way, this is a tarot reading. We're using the cards, right? But we're also, I'm channeling. So, whatever sort of energies may come through, I'll filter it through here and sort of share what it is that I feel, what it is I see, what it is I hear, whatever it may be. So, whatever those sensations may be, relaying it to you here. So just keep that in mind for those of you who are like, what's going on? All right, let's get into it. Yeah, again, Cancer. Now, what I'm seeing is that for a number of you, there's something I'm hearing you're realizing, and I'm seeing it has to do with efficiency even. I'm hearing it in that way right off the bat. There's something that maybe you feel like, wow, I feel like I'd be really great at this. For a number of you, you're like geeking out over something. Like, it's great. You're really excited. You feel like there's a lot of potential even in some space, maybe again in some industry. The Nine of Wands and the Ten of Cups, you feel like it's just kind of natural. It just comes naturally to you, and it really remedies. It's a remedy here for a number of you, Cancer, to what has not really been like really rolling. Okay, like I'm seeing someone trying to roll like even like a truck, and they're like the wheels are just they need to be replaced like every 5 days. It's just not working. So maybe for a number of you, there's something that maybe was exhausting in the past. It was not emotionally fulfilling, and whatever you come to at this point is like either a realization or even a recognition of what you would like to replace that space with. So for a number of you, I'm hearing it's a remedy. Okay, I'm hearing Capricorn. This has to do with perhaps your, one second. I'm hearing your healing abilities. Wow, interesting. So for a number of you, you're coming face to face with your greatest talents at this time. It's time. I'm hearing in this way, and you realize also the role that you play in a totally different manner at this point in time. So for a number of you, it's perhaps the way in which you are channeling your gifts, and it has to do with your level of empathy. I'm hearing as well that you feel you are here to give. For a number of you, I'm hearing you want to work with children, and that's real obvious. Maybe even teaching with the Daughter of Pentacles are bright, Chariot are bright. Judgment is in reverse. For a number of you, you don't want to make it dramatic. I'm hearing it in that way as well. Like there's something that you want to take like a scientific approach to. I'm hearing it in that way with the Two of Swords and the Daughter of Pentacles. Again, I'm hearing like geeking out, nerding out. I'm hearing that specifically. There's something that you want to know. I'm hearing, and you might actually know a lot about whatever the space is already, or this industry, and you're like, I'm just like a geek for this. I'm hearing, I'm a fool for you. Like someone's like, I love, I'm hearing I also love this stuff. So there's something that maybe you want to even learn about, or you feel like you know a lot about that you would like to, and I'm hearing know it all. Like whatever the subject is, it's like you know what it is because you know a lot about it as well, and it's like I want to really access and I want to activate that potential there in that space. So for a number of you, it's something that it's the way in which perhaps I'm hearing you're singing your song, you're saying what you feel you need to say as well. And so for a number of you, it's actually information that you feel you have, and you're like, I need to like get this also out there. So for a number of you, it's something you want to even publish. Let's get a few more cards out for you. Cancer, I'm hearing, are you prepared? I'm hearing, am I prepared? Okay, so here on the front line. Share it. 3 of Pentacles. All right. Double in reverse. It has to do with resources. It's a little experimental. Like maybe for a number of you, you're like, well, I really am interested in this industry. I just feel like I don't have all the answers. And so, you know, and, but that's all right, right? Cancer, I'm hearing Leo very strongly here. Son of Wands upright. There's someone here on your team, even somebody who may be involved, Father Wands in reverse. They are like, they're really talented as well. Okay, so maybe you want to team up with someone. Hold on. Or you're realizing the potential in some space. Maybe this is something that hasn't been really, I'm hearing, you haven't really discussed this in the past, or you haven't been involved in this space, or it somehow hasn't been, it hasn't, I'm hearing inauthentic. Father Wands, something hasn't been tapped into as one might feel it. They're like, they have so much potential. Yeah, Magician upright. Okay. All seeing. Okay, of all that could become. Magician here mirroring the Father of Wands in reverse. It's like somebody feels like there is the potential to translate gifts here to a significant degree. Now, for a number of you want to work with even, well, okay, the limelight, or like you want to even publicize some space. Now, for a number of you, the challenge is the many, I'm hearing products, number one, that may be offered in the space. So for a number of you, maybe work with products. For a number of you, it's also like the many ways in which I'm hearing the problems may be addressed. I'm hearing also from an emotional standpoint. So for a number of you, this is about vulnerability, like communicating and clarifying what the content is and also what it means to you on a personal level. So interesting. So for a number of you, it has to do with maybe even like direction and navigation, even casting. It's like, well, I know that I have this amazing character. It's just I have to be really clear, maybe, possibly, potentially, as I perceive it, on what it is that, you know, the persona really stands for. Strength here coming through, and the Sun. Now, for a number of, well, okay, so let's backtrack. This is something that maybe you've been considering, but it hasn't really been addressed. So for a number of you, I'm hearing it's something of a space of experimentation. Ace of Pentacles, like, well, we don't really know what would happen with that. Father Pentacles, Mother Pentacles, both. Wow, this is a new business for a number of you that you want to launch, and it's a big freaking deal. Capricorn, I'm hearing Capricorn, are you comfy? Because we're about to get real cozy. Okay. Capricorn rules the 10th house. Saturn, it's all about, you know, sort of like the management of a certain space. For a number of you, like you feel like something's a great pair. Even Ace of Pentacles upright, Hermit upright, there's a lot of potential there. You can be dealing with a Virgo, someone's got a lot of Virgo in their chart. You know this person perhaps very well. You've known them for quite some time. The High Priestess coming through, mirroring the Hermit. They may be in the field of healing. I'm hearing Spielberg as well. They may be a director, or they may work with film, or they may have the sort of talent to be able to work with I'm hearing also the naysayers. Like this person may be even well, they light worker, absolutely. Like they have this sort of very open mind, extremely, like they know also how to take concepts and maybe produce some sort of like, they can publish content. Well, one second, let's clear that. They're great at marketing. I'm hearing populations. They work with like groupthink. I'm hearing like very well. They're able to think as a population would. And so for a number of you, like maybe you have content and you know someone who might be I'm hearing really well mannered. I'm hearing as well when it comes to perhaps directing that content where it needs to go. Like maybe someone feels like, well, maybe they could like strategize, or they can set something up, or they can tell a story. Okay, so the High Priestess with the Hanged Man, the Moon in reverse. So somebody maybe wants someone to even introduce them, like the Seven of Wands upright. I'm hearing charity, fun, organization. Seven of Cups upright, Four of Swords upright. Now, somebody here, I'm hearing FAM. I'm hearing FAM, F-A-M. I'm hearing FAMI. So maybe somebody wants to double up. They want to even, they're going to like offer this person like, I'm hearing double comp. I'm hearing double compensation, like double points. Like there's something related to double with the High Priestess. Somebody may be feeling that someone's getting ready even to like. So somebody wants to lay a foundation here even, and they may want to work with someone I'm hearing children with the number 2 here on the High Priestess, but let's clear that. Somebody maybe wants to lay a foundation and they're thinking how, you know, they may feel that they're, well, one second. I'm hearing it's really clear. So for a number of you, maybe someone feels that there's a lot of, like someone has a great sort of, I'm hearing prize as well that they can offer people. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like maybe they feel like somebody has this sort of, like they're a director. I'm hearing it in that way with the High Priestess upright, or they can be as someone feels it. Somebody wants to offer someone even like an official, I'm hearing unopened letter. Okay, what's that about? Temperance in reverse. I'm hearing, let's just talk about it. Let's just see. So maybe someone wants to experiment with something. They're like, hey, well, what if we just like, you know, we created this marriage proposal and then we like made it for the both of you. I'm hearing that specific. I don't know what that's alluding to, but maybe it's a contract here that somebody has in mind. I'm hearing no, create your own. I'm hearing that with a Hierophant and the High Priestess. Now, all right, Taurus. Taurus, Cancer. But we're looking here at Taurus right here. The Hierophant in the middle of the spread. So, and the Hierophant is mirroring the High Priestess. So somebody feels like even someone is related to them, or like they're very close, or they feel like, oh, I just feel like we would just really get along. I'm hearing as well in that way. Like we could really, like say it clearly. We would understand one another. I'm hearing it as well in that way. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing come here, let's practice. I'm hearing that. So maybe somebody wants to throw an idea out there, so to speak, and they want to maybe test it and then see, you know, how the gravitational pull kind of works. So the High Priestess upright, the Hierophant upright, there is something here. I'm hearing they're hard of hearing, or it's like really hard to reach them, or it's really hard to get a hold of them. I don't know what that's alluding to. But it's like maybe someone fears, or they feel that there is a question of whether or not this person would be on board when it comes to consistency and commitment. Now, for a number of you, this person may have really heavy Neptune contacts in their birth chart. They're not like just a looker, but they're a seer. I'm not sure whether they'll take it as you will. Like they don't just like look at, I'm hearing shit and like say, yeah, sure. Okay. This person is not that type of person. All right. I mean, they look at a shirt and they turn it inside out, and then they tell themselves, you know, how to talk about it through the lens also of their I'm hearing their future leaders. So eyes, I'm hearing as well. So for number, they're setting an impression. They have reasons for which they do what they do, and they're not gonna roam around in a room and then just replace their role with another. I don't know what that's alluding to. So for somebody here is very careful. They're not gonna just, you know, jump into any clause and you know, just kind of like also communicate about any company, okay, at any time, for any amount of conversation either. Like this person is not swayed. Let me repeat, not swayed by money. Okay, I'm just gotta say it in that way. The High Priestess with the Hierophant and the Hangman. Now, you got 2 cards of Pisces here sandwiching the Hierophant. This person may have even like Neptune in the 2nd house. They've got Jupiter. I'm hearing they ain't got nothing on me. Somebody wants to buy someone out. Nope, not happening. I'm hearing, sorry, you and your porridge need a little more honey. Okay, like you need to get a little sweeter. Maybe for a number of you, someone feels like something's just all money talk, and they're not gonna have it. They're like, I'm sorry, like you had also like way too much walkie-talkie control there, and I didn't like that. I didn't like the way that you even presented that. I'm hearing, I'm sorry. There needs to be more compassion involved. What is your concern really with this whole so-called company? So somebody maybe feels like there are like a number of passageways or doorways that you know, they need to they need to test others with, like, absolutely, and they're happy to be of service, but it needs to be also open-minded. So they are not attracted to like conservative sorts of also commercialized programs. They're like, I'm not gonna just like kind of replicate, okay, the Rumi poetry that you know, this imposter also set out, I'm hearing to be, I don't know what, maybe someone's like, can you promote my stuff? And like, someone's like, I'm sorry, no judgment, right? No, I'm not saying that this is the case, or that it's not. It could be how someone feels, but maybe someone just also doesn't want to just like associate so easily with someone else's ideas just because they were like discussed. Even it's like, let's come down to a conclusion. It's like, well, this has to actually come down to the core ethics and the core functioning of my human biome, which is not just physical, it's also energetic and it's emotional as well, and I need to be open to myself in that process. That's a discussion with myself. It's not with you. It's not with your doorbuster, I'm hearing as well. It's not about, you know, either your children, I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. So for a number of you, somebody feels like they just they can't choose the right words as well with this person. This person is very, very, maybe even superstitious. No question or doubt. They're like, I'm sorry, I don't make decisions on Mondays. Mondays, not for decision making. So they're like, really, and some people, they call them kind of loony maybe. They're like, oh man, there they are. But they know that this person is they're part of a larger fabric that's woven. It's not a fantasy land that's just, you know, thrown out like a little I'm hearing a little fizz that's gonna fizzle out later. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, some see someone even take something out of the backpack, they throw it. They're like, no, this is like a really I'm seeing someone pulling something out of their backpack. It's like even like a piece of food or something, and they throw it out. So it's like they throw it on the floor and it fizzles out. I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like, no, they're not commercial property as well. They're not going to just kind of like, you know, create you know, for I'm hearing real but fake news either. So somebody realizes very quickly. I'm hearing swift. I'm hearing that as well. That somebody's not really also too keen on, okay, communicating excuse me, Cancer, in a space that leaves them you know, to kind of like address this matter in that way. Like, they don't want to have to kind of call and confront, okay, certain things as like, you know, either real for them or not. So it's either they feel it and they feel it completely, or they resist it taking their whole empire down. And the empire is truly the one that resides within. I'm hearing in that way for the high priestess, whoever you're dealing with here, the high priestess, a lot of water in the chart. I'm hearing they have memory. I'm hearing like you wouldn't believe. What they remember though is the call of what brought them here to this planet at this time, planet Earth. I'm hearing it's not going to be called that soon, and they know that they are here to be involved in the process of that undertaking. I'm hearing the reforming, the reshaping, the rebuilding, and that is a pivotal function. I'm hearing it's not just one that is like within society, a functioning member of society. No. This is like, we got a lot more junk in the trunk. We're dropping off some people along the way, and we need to make sure that we're able to jump over, okay, the other end of the rainbow there, okay, to get to the right room at the right time. And I'm sorry, but not everyone, I'm hearing, will be also reminded, you know, of their rules along the way. So maybe someone just feels like this person's on their own. They're on their own track. They're on their own wing, their own corner of the world. I'm hearing as well. Like, maybe again, I'm hearing it in this way. It's really hard to get a hold of them, possibly as well. 1 second. Let's clear the energy. I'm hearing, oh crap. I'm hearing she moved. I'm hearing she moved again. So somebody keeps also like maybe moving around. They're like, they're jumping around. They're really hard to like, again, I'm hearing like even like make an offer to. They're like, she's not even like single, or we don't know. Is she single? Like, is she available to like partner? Like, this person, 1 second. I'm hearing, but they're awfully pretty. I don't know what that's alluding to. With the high priestess, like, someone's like, look, we can't be like too hurt, all right? Okay, she's her. I don't know what that's about. But someone here has a lot of water in the chart, even Sagittarius. I'm hearing Taylor Swift. I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, it's like, yeah, I'm hearing, don't judge her. Just like think like her. Like, she's got, you know, her life ahead of her as well, and she's ready for liftoff. So she's got to learn about, you know, where the heck she's going. And like, if we're here like trying to like, you know, learn for her or like latch her on to like, nah, this is not gonna work. So somebody feels that there is even a process of like understanding or coming to terms of understanding somebody's also temperament. Truly, it's like, how does she actually like work? Like, how is her operation? How does she operate? So maybe this is even a company who wants to reach out to someone, and they want to call out to this person, or maybe this project manager, whatever it may be, but they understand like, okay, there's some this is not just like someone that we also pitch to. I'm hearing in that way. So maybe it's something very unique, like very sort of I'm hearing Charmaine. I'm hearing that with a hybrid. Like someone also feels like something is just, they don't know how to define it, even according to this person's metrics. Now, for a number of you, there's a real high expectation. Maybe standard if someone feels, I'm seeing someone with purple hair. I don't know what that's about, no judgment. But I'm hearing Billie Eilish. What's that? Okay, with the high priestess, I'm not familiar with it. But the high priestess are bright, the Hierophant are bright. Now, somebody maybe even is a little bit intimidated, all right? They're like, they've been on like every magazine. They're at the mall. They get stopped. They're making like money from like moving. I'm hearing Maurice notes. Hold on, they're like a communicator. They disseminate information. I'm hearing more. Tell us more. Like they are in the public eye. Now, whatever it is, they're not that important. I'm hearing also when it comes to like their own cause for creation. I don't know what they're selfless. Truly, they're like, again, they're like, I'm not here to like stand like a pole with a flag, okay, in earth, okay, and kind of like unearth my own calling, like as a number that everyone needs to dial. Like, it's not about me. I'm hearing that specifically. So somebody here is on a selfless mission. Now, take it as you will. That could be what somebody is also communicating. But somebody is calling themselves also out in a space, like in such a way where they're neither the pot nor the plant. And I don't know what that's alluding to. Taurus, Cancer. But they're like really hesitant, very careful, reluctant to really open up any at length discussion when it comes to also finances. So thank you for tuning in, Cancer. Love and light to you. Let's see how these energies roll out into the tail end of April. And this reading will be available via the link in the bio box below. I'm going to jump into it right here, right now, and we're going to see how the journey continues here. For a number of you, I'm hearing somebody's like, they just don't want to offend someone. They feel like they understand that naturally there would be a number of I'm hearing like taglines that whoever this is may not really I'm hearing told you so. Like somebody, again, they want to be real careful with the way something is presented. So for a number of you, it's something that maybe even they're testing. So let's see what comes through in the extended love and light to you, and I'll see you there.